Hi. I thought I would make my first video on population growth. Whether population growth is a good thing, a bad thing, or a double-edged sword. Population growth can bring both benefits and challenges to countries and economies. In this video, we will explore the positive and negative impacts of population growth, the challenges faced by countries with high population growth, and the possible solutions for managing population growth. First, let's understand what population growth is. Population growth can occur at different rates in different parts of the world. Some regions have experienced rapid population growth, while others have seen the populations decline. On one hand, we have China, India, Indonesia, Pakistan with a growing population, and on the other hand we have Japan and Singapore trying to prevent the declining population deplete even further. Population growth can be caused by several factors, including an increase in births, a decrease in deaths due to improvements in healthcare and medical treatments, and an increase in migration, where people move from one area to another. When the population of a particular area increases, it can lead to both positive and negative effects. For example, a growing population can lead to a larger workforce, which can boost economic growth and create more job opportunities. Additionally, as more people live in an area, there is often an increase in demand for goods and services, leading to a growth in local businesses. For example, China has experienced rapid population growth over the past few decades, which has led to a large workforce. This has enabled the country to become a manufacturing hub, with many multinational companies setting up factories in China to take advantage of the large workforce. Another positive impact of population growth is on the consumer market. When populations grow, there is often an increase in demand for goods and services. This can lead to the growth of local businesses, which can in turn create more jobs and stimulate economic growth. In addition, population growth can also lead to a larger market for innovation and entrepreneurship. With more people living in an area, there is often a greater diversity of ideas and perspectives, which can foster creativity and innovation. However, population growth can also put a strain on resources such as water, food, and energy. This can lead to environmental degradation and scarcity of resources, which can have negative impacts on both the local community and the wider region. Moreover, a rapidly growing population can lead to overcrowding and increased demand for jobs, which can drive wages down and make it difficult for some people to make ends meet. Population growth can have several negative impacts on countries and economies. One major impact is on the availability of resources. When populations grow, the demand for resources such as food, water, and energy also increases. This can lead to resource depletion, which can be detrimental to the environment and the economy. For example, India has experienced rapid population growth over the past few decades, which has put a strain on the country's resources. The demand for water has increased, leading to groundwater depletion, and the demand for energy has increased, leading to high levels of air pollution. Additionally, the increase in population has led to deforestation and soil degradation. Well, soil degradation is actually a result of using harmful pesticides and chemical fertilizers, but they were used to increase the yield to meet the increasing demand because of the increasing population, which have negatively impact. Managing population growth can be challenging, and countries and regions have implemented different strategies to address this issue. These strategies include family planning programs, education campaigns, incentives for smaller families, investment in technology and infrastructure, and the improvement of healthcare and education services. Overall, population growth can have both positive and negative impacts, and it is important to strike a balance between managing population growth and ensuring sustainable economic development. Striking a balance between population growth and economic development is crucial for sustainable development. Rapid population growth can lead to increased demand for resources, which can put pressure on the environment and lead to economic instability. However, economic development can also help to address these challenges by creating jobs, increasing productivity, and promoting innovation. For example, in China, economic growth has helped to lift millions of people out of poverty and improve living standards. At the same time, China's rapid population growth has put pressure on the environment and led to social and economic challenges. To strike a balance between population growth and economic development, countries need to invest in education, healthcare, and infrastructure to support sustainable development. They also need to adopt policies that promote economic growth while protecting the environment and ensuring social equity. Declining population can have significant impacts on countries and economies. A shrinking population can lead to slower economic growth, reduced demand for goods and services, and a decline in innovation. For example, the Japanese government is trying to take some measures to tackle their shrinking population. This is a big problem for their economies because declining population has led to a shrinking workforce. There are quite a few factors to be taken into account that lead to this state. It has to do with toxic work environment in these countries, extremely low marriage rates and so on. A declining population has led to a shrinking workforce which has put pressure on the economy and led to labor shortages. Additionally, a declining population can lead to a decline in military power and geopolitical influence. However, declining population can also have positive economic effects, such as increased productivity and higher wages. For example, in Germany, declining population has led to a tight labor market, which has increased wages and productivity. In conclusion, population growth can be a double-edged sword for countries and economies. While it can have positive impacts on the size of the workforce, the consumer market, and the market for innovation and entrepreneurship, it can also have negative impacts such as strain on resources, high levels of unemployment, and other economic and environmental issues. It's important for governments and policymakers to manage population growth in a sustainable way, through policies such as family planning, education, and economic development. By doing so, countries can reap the benefits of population growth while avoiding the negative impacts.